to say.
Don't put all this fucking extra talk in there.
Hi, welcome to another conversation with Phil Pete. This is our beautiful podcast. My name is Phil. Guy over here to the right of me, or left of me, whichever way you're seeing him. His name is Pete. He also goes by the name of Coronavirus. He coughs, you're fucked. What's up, Pete?
Well, yeah, so stay away from me. It's probably the best thing to do. What's up, brother? I'm good. We're at it again. That's right, I'm the talent. And for those of you all, just so you all know, I hope this is going to be our first video available to watch.
It is.
Okay.
It's going to be.
So we actually, just to start this off, we're not going to go deep into it just because we're going to keep it business as usual. But we're going to start putting these videos of us podcasting up on YouTube. So check them out. And everything's going to stay the same also with the other podcasts. You're still going to be able to hear them on all the other outlets, all the other ones. And Phil's actually, for those of you who are going to be able to see us, Phil's showing us something. He's just showing us cups. That's a Black Cosmos cup, which, by the way, people, if you ever want to go eat just some crazy pizza before you pass,
Podcast, fuck whatever.
Before you do it, put on your bucket list. Go eat at Cosmos. I don't know if they're everywhere. Are they everywhere, Phil?
No, they're just in the Colorado.
In Colorado, so you have some outside of Boulder as well.
Yeah, the Denver area, and I think Longmont and Fort Collins.
Tell people what you like about fucking Cosmos Pizza. What's the deal with Cosmos? I'm gonna hit the pipe. Big dicks.
Pizza about that big. New York style pizza. Cool thing about it is you get to fold it in half. You fold it in half and eat it. If you've never eaten a New York style pizza, it is the way to go with spicy ranch. Now let's talk about that spicy ranch. That spicy ranch is life changing. If you've never had it, you should. Think about it for sure.
Are you a blue cheese guy at all?
I do like blue cheese. A lot of people don't like blue cheese, but I love me some blue cheese. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I guess people can't get the fact over like the chunk, the blue chunk. I think
I'm actually okay with it. I'm actually fine with it.
I love it. Really quick before we get any deeper into the podcast, before I run out of time where I live, I know where my sister lives. It's already the next day, but I want to give a shout out to my sister. Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday!
I love you. I miss you, and I can't wait to see you. Hope she had a good day. I did talk to her earlier. She said she was just gonna work. She's just like, it's just another year. Just gonna grind it out. You know how it is. So. But I love you, sister, and I know she's gonna listen. So I hope you had a good day and a new month, dude. Today's February the fucking 1st for us. It's about to expire. So,
dude, honestly, to be honest, I felt like January was long as fuck. I thought it was really long. Like January 15th, I thought it was fucking April 10th.
Damn.
Like it was just going along. But I'm fine with it. I'm fine that it felt slowed down. With the month being slow, I feel like my life kind of chills and relax instead of just going. I like me a good nice little chill sesh once in a while instead of it just like blasting through and then we're in December and then we're January and then we're like, fuck, we have a new year. I'm just glad it wasn't like that. January was kind of nice. Enjoyed January. Thank you, January.
Right. Slow. It sounds like slow is what you needed. Fucking
yes.
For the month of January. Yes. But so tomorrow, we'll hear later on we have the Super Bowl. So really quick, we'll talk about this later on. I think we've already given our predictions, but we'll give them one more time just so we can go back and listen to it and make fun of ourselves if we need to. I picked the 49ers to win tomorrow. What about you?
49ers. I go with the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Philip picks the Chiefs. I picked the 49ers. And let's see how that goes. Are you working tomorrow?
I do not work tomorrow. No. I apologize. I do work tomorrow.
Oh. Well, we'll eventually know who the winner is, whether we watch or we don't. You know what I mean? So that's the way I'm looking at it. How's the fruit stand been treating you?
Dude, fruit stand's actually been really nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's been really good. Everything's been good there. I have no complaints. I'll be the first to tell you, no complaints. Um, the yeah, work's just been it's more been along the lines of busy. You know what I mean? It's just been consistent. I think people are just trying to get used to all their shit they bought over the holidays. They're not used to it. Then they just want to make sure what they have. It's a lot of shit. They have a lot of shit, so I just want to make sure that they know all the shit they got. And
I
it's been
feel you.
busy. I'm not gonna lie, it's been busy. It's been really busy.
Well,
But it's been fun. It's been really fun. A
and
lot of
that's
hard
always
work.
gonna do. That's always a plus because it makes the day fly.
Oh yeah.
You
How's
know,
work been with you? How's work been with you?
it's been all right, man. You know, people just buying meat left and right. You know how it is. People just don't want to cook, and that's understandable. You know. Um, Other than that, I mean, don't fucking put that. Why would you put that?
Hold on. We're
See, right
we're
now it's
we're
fucking
we
around on a podcast right now. We're trying to put up and save. But anyways, hey, really quick, I just wanted to say something really quick. So I joined this group, like a stoners type group on
Yeah. How is
Facebook,
that?
you know? And I mean they're cool. Some of those groups that I joined are pretty cool, but there's these like two or three groups, man, where they have just absolutely flooded my fucking timeline with all sorts of shit. Now, here's the thing about this group. Like this group, all they do is constantly live stream their smoke sessions. Like that's literally all that they do. And every time I jump in there, there's at least, 4 or 5. There's times where I've jumped in, there's fucking 30. There's times I've jumped in where there's like 400, all in the same fucking group.
Wow.
And the stoner community is strong, man, really really strong. But I couldn't help but laugh the other day when I'm scrolling through my news feed and there's a live feed coming from a guy in a Jamaican jail.
That's good stuff. That's really good stuff right there.
you
That's
know
what we
that,
call classic television.
and just hearing that, just seeing that, he was wearing the orange jumpsuit, or he had an orange shirt on. And I hopped into the live feed because I saw obviously the thumbnail to it, and it's something about smoke sesh, doing time, and something else. And sure enough, when I clicked on it, dude was incarcerated, and he was live streaming from incarceration, which I find very interesting.
That is very interesting. Was he like a famous person in Jamaica?
No. Well, he could have been. I mean, he had like 45 streamers on at that time. But then again, but then again, there are people from all over the place, so who knows?
Are you sure it was actually legit jail?
Well, it looked like to me he showed the room itself, and it looked like a room that he had just. It looked like a jail cell, dude, like a seg room, like a room in like
Wow.
segregation,
Yeah.
like a brick room, not a lot of room, a toilet, like you can see it all. So that's I wouldn't bring it up if it wasn't really had my question, but yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
I just know if I
Um,
ever go to jail in Jamaica, I want that jail.
do well. Apparently, like people in jail now, I mean, they got quite a bit of privileges. Some of them are, if I'm right, have they have tablets and stuff that they can use in prison.
It's kind of funny you said that. So my uncle, he used to run kind of like a Pornhub scheme in in jail. I'm not gonna say who downloaded it for him, but there were definitely people who downloaded a bunch
Motherfuckers.
of porn for him and would send him hard drives. And in these hard drives, all he would do is sell the hard drives to the other inmates. They would use them, and then they would return them. But they were renting from him. It'd be like $4.99. And he'd get the hard drive back. This said person probably gave him about 30, 40, 50 hard drives. It was like, here you go. Here's a bunch of porn. Enjoy. And my uncle was running. I think my uncle's still running some um, sort of like underground porn business in prison. It's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of funny.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, that's fucking smart. I mean, if you give a guy a hard drive to fucking beat his meat, you're probably not gonna see that asshole for a month. You know, he's gonna be fucking whacking
And
his pug.
he was giving him like a flat rate too, from what I heard.
Straight flat rate.
Yeah.
That, well, shit. That's interesting. Everybody, you see that? There's a business in everything if you put your fucking mind to it.
Well,
You
as
know,
we thought
and
about, as we heard from our last a couple podcasts ago, um, Pornhub is like searched every like 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds throughout the day. So like everybody will always have room for porn. There will never not be a time for porn. 100%.
they could stop making it now, and we'd still be fine.
Yeah.
So,
There's so much
um,
porn out there. It's ridiculous.
we were talking about jail, and we were talking about jail. So, I gotta tell you this story, man. So, I met this new cat at work. All right, he's a younger cat. He's a younger cat, and I met him. I met him like last week, but I talked to him last couple of days because he's finally, working on his own. We got to talking. And kind of, just shooting the shit, and ended up coming out that he's on probation. So he can't really, he can't smoke any cannabis. Because I'm a massive cannabis advocate, obviously. He can't smoke any cannabis or nothing like that. And he told me he was on probation. Um, and I asked, and I had asked, if you don't mind sharing, you know, or I'd asked him, I mean, is everything all right? You in the clear now? I was like, nah, I won't be in the clear for a little bit. He's all, but I'm good, I'm working. I said, well, cool. I was like, if you don't mind, I mean, what happened? I said, and then I told him, you don't have to share with me. I just want to know. I'm curious. He says, no, I wanted to tell you. This fucking kid tells me, no, I wanted to tell you. And this is awfully interesting. So I'm looking at an 18-year-old kid, which I find out also he's a father, a new father. All right.
Congrats.
Tall, skinny white kid. Okay. Looks like redhead, ginger, like a ginger.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger.
So I'm just, if you put a Screech with a ginger head instead. Screech with a ginger head. If you were to see a Screech with a ginger head, Napoleon Dynamite type deal, just not so much Jerry Curl. What would you think he did to be on probation?
Probably either steal something from a local daycare or Peter Piper, or he beat up somebody.
Smuggling illegal aliens.
Excuse me?
Smuggling illegal aliens.
So he's a coyote.
Yes, sir. And you
How
want to
is that
know
money? I
you
want to
want
know
to
the
know?
money.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it, senor. We're gonna get into it, man, because we fucking talked about it. And you want to know the craziest thing about it? This kid's been doing this since he had been doing it since he was 16 years old. He's had a connection to that since he was 16 years old.
Wow.
I want now. I just want people to wrap their minds around that. I mean, when I'm 16, I'm kicking with my boys, trying to get pussy, playing golf, trying to get pussy, drinking every beer that I can get my hands on. You
Pussy.
know, pussy, tits, nipples. It just, come on. I'm 16 years old. I'm running around like a fucking hound dog, sniffing ass, fucking, you know, you know. And this kid here at 16 years old is getting $1,000 for every two heads.
Wow. That's incredible.
Shuttling them from in a fucking van.
Did
Couple
he
in a
treat him
van.
right though? Did he treat him right?
Yeah. Yeah. Just people that wanted to just people trying to get to where they thought would be a safe place, and be all right in the
That's
United States.
I actually I have a lot of love for that kid. That takes a lot of
Guts.
bravery, guts. Like only thing that's why I asked, did he take care of him? If he took care of him and he made sure they got to where they were supposed to go,
I don't know about
I
his
have no
last
beef.
run. I mean, he got popped, obviously, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But I mean, that right there, I mean, what got me the most, well, not what got me the most, what really got me thinking was that, I mean, at 16 years old, to have a connection to that's that's something that where when I'm putting my mind around that statement itself, it's just is that the times that we live in? I tell myself that can't be the times that we live in.
That is the times we live in, my friend.
We're in the I definitely put like location a factor because obviously location's a factor for him. I mean, we're right here. We're 40 minutes from the border, you know. So I know location has to be a factor, but fuck sakes, at 16 years old, I don't know if I were to go ask every fucking kid that I know if they have any intel on the smuggling aliens business. I doubt they give me a connect.
They wouldn't. They 100%. Well, first off, they wouldn't narc on their peeps, but second off, like they wouldn't.
You think there's 16-year olds out there? I mean, apparently there is that are connected to the fucking smuggling aliens business. I mean, there is obviously because homeboy got popped, you
Did
know,
he say
and
he got started? He didn't have to name names on here, but was he like just like a family friend, a fucking brother, sister,
it was
fucking Jose?
basically I'll get a little bit more, you know, because we were at work and we were working, you know.
Yeah.
But it was basically just, you know, knowing the right guy at the end of the day.
Oh wow,
You
that's
know the right
incredible.
guy. You know the right guy and you can get into what, you know, get into that line of business. And that's what happened to him. And he capitalized on it. He's getting 1,000 for every 2 or 3 heads, you know, depending on the actual the amount of people they were taking. Two, you know, 1,000 for every 2 or 3. Now that's a I can see on how it can be interesting and wanting, you know, especially to a 16-year-old kid,
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
And then again, at the end of the day, also, I mean, and I automatically when he told me, I didn't. Of course, I didn't judge. I'm not gonna judge. I
Yeah,
don't know. I didn't know. We didn't get into detail of like the financial situation he was in because I mean that shit has to play a factor. Or it
yeah,
could be that he just wanted to fucking get a bunch of drugs, bang bitches, all the shit that I want to do, but just loaded with money. He
yeah,
could have just wanted to do that, you know.
yeah,
But I don't know the full extent of it. And I wanted to initially see if I could get him on the podcast. You know what I mean? And I wanted to see if I can get him on to talk about it. Which he's definitely open on talking about it. Um in a face to face with somebody he knows.
yeah,
But by the sounds of it, it probably wouldn't be best to bring him on just because of how it all ended. It doesn't sound like it ended the best. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, I mean, definitely didn't end the best for him. I mean, he got popped. You know, he's 18 years old on probation for smuggling illegal aliens. You
What's
know,
kind of time like that? What is his time?
if I heard him right, I believe the probation is at least for 7 years.
Wow.
At least I want to say, but I mean, when you think about it, I mean, smuggling illegal aliens. I mean, I don't know what should a charge like that be. I mean, obviously, I don't think you should get incarcerated, and I don't think you should get locked up for that. You know, I don't know. It's a community service, a fine. I don't know, probation for that long. I mean, fuck sakes, what's that gonna
Is
do?
he doing like drug tests and all that shit?
Yeah,
That see, I don't get it. I don't understand the whole drug testing, especially for like probation that has nothing to do with narcotics. Because like, why does it matter? I probably ain't gonna do it anyway. Like you're just wasting your time at that point.
well,
I
at the
know
end
it's
of the day,
money.
it's
I know it's money.
taxpayers'
I know it's
money.
money. But like, still, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense to me.
It just dumps into that fucking massive business called the government. You know, we have all, you know, I think that probation process for like that situation, not only that situations, but like a lot of other ones. You get put on probation for an X amount of years. You got to pay an X amount of fines for so long, and do all these drug tests for what? For what? Because you were making some money, or you were fucking somebody so you can earn some money to pay your kids daycare. I don't know, just making shit up, but at the end of the day, that's what it would be, you know um yeah. So no judgment. I'm interested to get a little bit more from him, and then I'm going to share it with you all, to really get the time of how long he's got. And like I said, I want to get more of the numbers, because I got that vague number, and he told me at least $1,000 for 2 or 3 heads. So they had to get up there
Wow.
pretty high.
Wow. So he was balling. Was he doing pretty good for money? Did he look like he had some money with him? Not with him, but like he rolled up in a nice whip, stuff like that.
Nah, you see, the whole thing about that, if I'm right, was that all that was confiscated.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was like one of those. If I'm right, from what I gathered, that it was one of those like, all right, this account is seized, because
We know this money where it came from.
correct.
Wow.
So it looks like me and Babe were talking about it. That something like that, you had to be watched. So he had to have been on the radar of some sort. You know. Then
Wow.
again, we're assuming, and I'll get more from him and share with you all. But yeah, all that got taken, and all that stuff. So
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's kind of a cool story though, but like again, it takes a lot of courage to do something like that. I know a lot of people will disagree, but still, like, he was helping somebody. He could have been helping people who actually were wanting to get here for a better life. But he could also been bringing people over here that were here to hurt people. So it could have been either way.
true. We don't know exactly who he was bringing over. We don't. It's just, but at the end of the day, somebody was somebody, or people, and that just goes to show how eager people are to come to cross over, that we were able to get a 16-year-old to start smuggling aliens. And people coming over were accepting of that, or they didn't have a choice, one or the other. They were accepting that a 16-year-old American was crossing them over illegally. That is isn't that just
I just want everyone to think about on that real quick.
just
Just think on that for a minute. A 16-year-old,
I'm a 34-year-old man.
right?
If I was to step in a vehicle and see a 16-year-old kid driving and be like, okay, my life is in this fucking coyote's hands to take me to where I can hopefully make my life so much better for my family. That fucking 5 hour, that 5 day journey is in this fucking kid's hands. Probably has a shit stain, for all I know. Just think about that concept.
It's
It's
crazy.
like,
I'm
I
blown
don't
away.
know.
I'm absolutely blown away. I'm blown away.
I
I'm
don't
blown
know.
away.
But that just goes to show the disparity of it that people were willing to do to come over here. And then when they get here, I wonder if they're happy.
Yeah, I really. Hey, great question. I wonder if they're happy.
Do you think they're happy?
I don't know. Depends on what situation they got into.
It's almost
Like
like
where
where you're
they.
not, right?
Yeah, you don't know where you're gonna end up. Like he could have brought him over, said, "Here you go. Here's a bus ticket to fucking Idaho. Who wants Montana? You know what I mean? Like who wants these places?" And then, all right, good luck. And then that was it.
What a goddamn, goddamn shame. Well, I'll get more, like I said, and I'll share some more. So,
I'd be interested to hear some of his stories.
yeah,
Like
so would I.
you know, we don't have to have him, as a named person. We don't have to. We could at least, call him character A and just have him talk. I think it would just be kind of interesting to hear, how he brought people here, what he'd do with them afterwards, and he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't have to say a lot, but it'd be kind of cool if we did.
All right. Well, I'll fucking work towards it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share
That was
today.
awesome. That was great, man.
What time was it? Is it end time? Game time?
It is game time. It is game time. You know, it's been great hanging out with everybody. We just like Pete said earlier in the podcast. We are expanding our platforms. We'll be putting this video slash podcast on YouTube along with Apple Music, Anchor, Google, Spotify, all the other ones, Pocket Cast, all those cool things. But we have a lot of cool stuff coming up for everybody.
And I'm really high. Now I think I'm gonna lay down after this because I have a Sunday, the rest of today, that I got shit to do. But yeah, brother, it's always a good conversation. We're gonna talk a little bit later, 1-on-1. I know everybody would love you, fat fishing, and I'll let him finish. I love you. Stay high.
Fuck Phil. You know it's at. We'll talk to you soon. Hate you. Love you. Fuck Pete. Peace.
Peace.